Mark here today, bringing you another video. So as you can tell, Ben and I are currently in the car, heading to VMP Performance for day 2 of the Vmp Gen3R installation, and today is the big day, guys. Say it's the big day because yesterday we took care of the oil pump gears, crank sprocket, and a braided clutch line. Today is the official day we're starting the blower installation. So pretty nerve-wracking, I must say, pretty exciting, and ultimately we're just ready to see what this thing can do. So we're about 10 minutes from the shop now. I'm not too sure if they already started installation yet. VMP is going to be doing a really in-depth installation video using my car in the Vmp Gen3R with a lot of their new and improved parts. So they may have jumped the gun and started already. I'm not too sure. But you know, within 10 minutes, we'll find out and see you at VMP. All right, guys, day 2. Finally pulling up to VMP. And we gotta see what they got cooking up right now. Let's get this going, guys. Boosted Lucifer. It's crazy to think about.
What's up, guys?
What up? What's going on? Cool. Got the car here, guys. Got the boys over here, just studying. Nice. So they're prepping the car, getting everything ready, getting all their video situated as well. You see they got their table, camera equipment and stuff. As I mentioned, they're gonna be doing a full in-depth video on their channel. So as soon as that goes out, I'll alert everybody on this so you guys can see the full process, which will be really fun. So since they're doing it that way, I'm not gonna sit here and stick my camera in there and, you know, film what they're already filming and getting in their way. So I will be throwing some clips here and there. But you know, I'm gonna let them take care of their video for the most part and then share that with you, obviously. It's almost time, man.
I'm so excited. I know you're nervous, but it's not my car, so I don't really have to be nervous, so I'm just excited for the end product.
That's another thing that's kind of easing my mind is the car is completely stock underneath the hood, so you know, it's not like they're messing with anything aftermarket. It should be plug and play at the end of the day.
Hey everybody, I'm Justin from VMP Performance. I am in front of this 2013 Mustang GT. I'm gonna show you how to install our 11 to 14 Supercharger kit. If your car came with a strut tower brace, you're gonna go ahead and remove it. Not all GTs did, and it is not going to be replaced. We're gonna pop off the engine cover. There's no bolts or nuts holding on the 11 to 14. The first thing we're gonna do is disconnect the factory fuel line. There are 2 harnesses on the back of the intake manifold that you'll need to undo. Intake manifold. Out.
Y'all, Derek is over there doing an outro right now. Look at his dirty car. Look at all that stuff.
So Justin, JD, where are we at with this right now?
We're on the home stretch, man. Home
stretch. You can see we got the intercooler on there, looking all nice, and we do have that boomerang bracket. Is that the correct terminology for it?
You know, it used to be called the Odin Fiat bracket, and then we found out it worked with our 11 to 17 kit too.
Nice. So no grinding is involved with the timing chain cover. So that's awesome. Nice clear fitment right there. And like he said, home stretch. They're gonna build up the fuel rail, slap the blower on, and then obviously the bumpers have to come off of the heat exchanger and all the wiring and stuff, but yeah, they are on home stretch. Probably one of the most exciting parts of obviously applying a supercharger is seeing the supercharger on the car. We have the intercooler all bolted on there. They put the fuel rails in with the 1000cc injectors. Coming here to Florida, I was thinking they're getting, I think the 54-pound Shelby injectors. I thought that's what the kit comes with, but actually comes with a 1000cc injector. So that means E85 with a return fuel system and obviously the other things needed to support it. The great thing about that E85 as well is Richmond actually is like putting a lot more stations around.
Orlando or Daytona, we sit right in the middle, so it's about 20 minutes for us to get
20 minutes
E85 when we need it.
Yeah, so it's about 5 minutes for me from where I live, so it's, you know, it's definitely more accessible around my area, and why not if it's going to keep the car, you know, a lot safer. And I already have the injectors, which is a pretty expensive piece to a full system in order to run E85. I can definitely have that option in the future. They are about to go ahead and get this beautiful Gen3R slapped on there, and you know, it's pretty much smooth sailing from there in the home stretch.
Shorter bolt included with the hardware kit that's going to go on the passenger side front of the Supercharger.
All right, another update for you guys. Got this bad boy on VMP's heat exchanger, and as you can see, it does have the dual fans peeking back there. Don't know how well you can see that. From yesterday, blower's in, intercooler's in, wiring for the most part's just all laying out here. It's done. Just have to, you know, plug everything up, tidy it all up, and run all the vacuum lines and things like that. But yeah, making progress. And all I can say is the car's nearly done. You're gonna see it in the correct order. Just hang tight and definitely drop your boy a thumbs up on this video. Everything seems to be going pretty smooth. I've been in this room for the past 4 or 5 days now, editing videos for the week, just trying to make sure I get videos out while the installation's going on, and you know, I'm here at VMP filming. So that's all I have to say, because you have to stay tuned, subscribe, again, drop a like on this video, drop a comment down below and stuff, because I have about 6 videos I have to edit, and that's not even counting the car being finished. So we have a ton of content coming your way. Stick around. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, guys. Bell notification icon.
It actually puts a vacuum on the system, and then you release that vacuum, you put the hose into a bucket of coolant, and it sucks it all in.
You can see pulley's on now, got the belt on, got everything ran. Both coolants are filled. This is gonna be for the intercooler heat exchanger pump. They're just gonna go ahead and tidy everything up for the most part. Got some more vacuum lines to run. Other than that, not too much left. By the way, look how sick that looks. Definitely time to get a GT500 front end so we can show that thing off. Priming the pump, as he said, definitely heard it kick on. Keep doing that just to get this.
Definitely want to top that off to control the waterfall. I purposely did not put the front bumper back on yet because I wanted to make sure I get the system filled and bled and have good circulation. And install the Vmp Twin Jet 69 throttle body.
So what are we doing now?
Cold air.
Cold air intake. You want to show that bad boy off? This is JLT.
And you
Getting a little secret sauce one, huh?
a little bit of hydrocarbon.
Nice. You guys can see there. I was gonna sit right there.
I went ahead and slid my clamps on there. Because this coupler is such a tight fit, this is most often where we see customers have problems with vacuum leaks during the tuning process. Then tilt the cold air down and tighten up this side.
Tightening stuff up, loading a tune on, base tune. Think dyno day is gonna be tomorrow. And just reassembling this whole thing. I don't wanna go and show you guys the great detail yet. Yeah, it's almost done.
My pallet changed, and I started to really like ride because
So undercarriage is all bolted back up. We're about to lower this thing. Well guys, he's just gonna go ahead and wrap up this last little boot. That's the installation, right? That's it. Vmp Gen3R. Guys, next video, we're gonna be doing the first cold start with the bass tune. Check over everything, make sure it's, you know, sounding right, no leaks, anything like that. We already checked the heat exchanger and the heat exchanger pump, and you know, making sure there's no leaks with that. That was good. Yeah, next video, first startup, and it is completed.
you'll locate your OBD2 port. It's going to be in the left-hand side of the driver footwell on the bottom of the dash. You'll plug in and then follow your on-screen instructions.
Dude.
Make sure it's not like in first gear and you let the
Together.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a like, check out VMP on Instagram and their YouTube channel. Huge shout out goes out to them. This is honestly a dream come true. The car is about to be rowdy as hell, and I just cannot wait for this first startup here in the next couple minutes. Got to go ahead and do this YouTube stuff and bring that to you in the next video, so I hope you understand. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. But until next time, see you later.